Hello, I'm Microsoft MVP Tom Morgan, and I'm currently at a conference in Germany right now. However, I wanted to do this video just to give you a feel for what the Rode Wireless Go setup with the Rode Lavalier mic all sounded like in a conference environment. I couldn't find any videos really that addressed what it was like with that background noise of a busy conference. So I'm talking to you now on the lav mic, the Rode Lavalier Go, and that's going into the Wireless Go 2, just one of the transmitters, and I've only got one of the transmitters on at the moment. The other one is switched off, and they are both going, that's going into the receiver and then into my iPhone. Okay, so I'm going to do some side-by-side tests so you can see. This is what the decibel reader is saying. And also, so you can see it's kind of it's not super busy, but it's like there's been busier conferences from where it's just where it is right now in the kind of the cycle of the day for this conference. It's not like it's busy and it's noisy, but it's not overwhelmingly so. You could have a nice sort of face-to-face conversation with someone. You're not shouting at them, right? But even in that environment, I found it actually quite hard to get good audio. And if you're interviewing someone or you're just trying to describe what you're seeing, the audio is really, really important. So hopefully this sounds okay. I think this is going to be the best of all the setups, which is why I'm using it for the introduction. This is with the lav mic, the Lavalier Go, and so it should be the best. Okay, so that's the sound test with the Lavalier Go. So I'm going to swap it out and now just use the Wireless Go 2 by itself. And now you can see I've unplugged the Lavalier Go microphone, and I'm just using the built-in microphones because here's the other one. This is the one that's turned off. Both these do have microphones in them, and they also have a microphone socket, so you do have options. I've just put it exactly where the lav mic was. That's probably going to be the best place for it. It's a bit big, it's a bit bulky. You can't, as far as I'm aware, turn the blue lights off. I haven't actually looked to see if that's true, but by default they're on. I still think the audio is probably pretty good. Looking at the levels, it looks higher, so that might be something I could tweak a little bit. If it feels like it's maxing out, I could probably adjust the levels slightly on the transmitter, on the receiver, because the receiver does have a gain limit that I can adjust. But like for like, that's what that sounds like. And for complete comparison, this is what it sounds like with the built-in iPhone microphone. Which again, I don't think is a terrible microphone, but you're going to get more of that background noise, especially as what's happening around you gets busier, or if there's any kind of distracting noises like people walking past or sudden announcements or anything like that. So this is the audio straight from the sort of stock, if you like, iPhone microphones. Okay, so the next thing I've done is I'm just using the Wireless Go 2 receiver, so I'm not using the Lavalier mic. Just using that receiver, but I've also turned on the other receiver. So now both receivers are on and they're both picking up all of this, the kind of conference background noise. The other receiver is probably picking me up as well. It's about, it's an arm's length away from me basically. It's at the other end of the table, arm's length away. And this is typically how you'd have it set up if you were interviewing someone, so that you could get obviously their voice as well. It is going to increase the amount of the noise that you're going to get. And so for that reason, I think if you were just talking solo, I would turn one of these off. There's no point in having them both on. All you're going to do is pick up additional background conference noise. There's no need for that. So you can do that. But this is what it's like when they're both on. So this is back to the Wireless Go 2, and I've just turned the gain down slightly on the transmitter. So you may find this is now a slightly better experience. But this is again just using the Wireless Go. And then what I can do, I'll probably do it straight on the cord actually, sort of keep the recording. I might just edit out the really loud noise you're going to get when I plug this in, but I can just plug the Lavalier Go 2 into the transmitter, into the transmitter. And the other thing you're going to notice is the gain is probably quite high now, so I'm just going to turn that down slightly. And I'm doing all this not in post-production, I'm just doing it directly on the receiver. So it's got like a decibel gain adjustment you can make. So I'm just going to bring it down slightly. That feels like it's probably about right. So now we're back onto the lavalier mic, and yeah, I think this is this is way better of an experience, I think, for the audio side of things than anything I've used before. I'm very happy with it. One of the things that I've found works really well is I set this up in the morning. So I put this on when I got dressed, put the lavalier mic on, put it under my clothes, and I'm going to keep it on all day. And most of the time I'm not using it. I'll take one of these, I'll just plug it onto my belt clip, and most of the time it's turned off. Most people ignore it. It's an interesting talking point for some, but it doesn't really matter. But like, it means that I'm ready to go. At any point I can just turn this on and pick up my phone and just start shooting, and I know I'm going to get really, really good audio from it. I don't have to do any setting up, I don't have to do any messing around, I'm kind of ready to go. The other thing you can do is, you've got two of these, so if I see somebody interesting, I'll keep all of this set up exactly as it is. I'll turn this one on and I will give it to that other person to say, hey, let's talk, let's talk. And I know that they're going to have great audio as well. It's not going to be as good as putting another lav mic on them, but it is super, super easy. There's no setup. I can just clip it in and go. One of the things that I've noticed, and one of the things I picked up from other people as well, is what to do with these lanyards. So obviously I'm at this conference, the European Collaboration Summit. Every conference has a lanyard, and people like to put them around their necks because that's what they're for. Be really careful doing that with the lavalier mics. These jangle a lot, and it's really bad pickup. They can bounce against the mic as well, and that really ruins the pickup as well. So just be really careful. One of the things you can do, you can put them around your neck as long as you're kind of aware of where they are, and you maybe take them off like I am when you're filming. The other thing I've seen people do, and it completely depends on the conference whether or not this is a good idea for you or not, is put it through your belt loop, or like a dress loop, or something that you have like that, and keep it in a pocket or in a bag. You can put it through your bag loop and keep it so it's visible, but it's just not around your neck. Now, again, conferences vary, and the entry and exit sort of procedures for those. So just be aware of that. Might not go down very well at whatever conference you're at, but it might be an acceptable solution. And if you explain to kind of, if you do get stopped, if you explain to someone, so that I'm just about to do some filming, it's a real pain, they're normally okay with it. So. All right, quick video, but I just wanted to give you a feel for what the Rode Wireless Go 2 setup was like with the lavalier mic and without, in a sort of typical conference environment such as the one I'm in now. Hope it's been useful. Let me know in the comments below. Thanks very much for watching.